Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Si. Welcome to Business in the Brew, a podcast dedicated to all things business with the occasional cuppa.
We take a business story, theory, or something we just want to chat about and give it a dusting of our own special personality and sense of humour, combined with our experience and knowledge. We're both business graduates and have run our own businesses for many years. We can't wait for you to listen. Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to ask you a question today. I've got a bit of a story, and I've got some other examples, but it's more of a chit chat. We're going to have a chit chat.
Okay.
So, do you think that a company can rename its way out of a PR or an identity?
Yeah, probably.
Or a personality? Well, that was quick. We're done. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Okay. The example.
So, under the circumstances.
Well, that's true. That is very true. So, my initial example, or the one I've got the most detail about, is Meta. When Meta rebranded. So in 2024, Facebook's trust went down from 59% in 2017 to 24% sort of in 2023, 2024.
Yeah.
So people did lose a lot of trust in it for lots of different reasons, because there was loads of stuff. Where's my list? The stuff that happened. The Cambridge Analytica thing, fake news, the Francis Hagen whistleblowing revelations. It took it from being a global success story and something we all used.
Yeah, a wholly trusted brand. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, we all still used it, but it just wasn't as trusted anymore. So in a YouGov survey in 2022, 68% of users believed Facebook does more harm than good. Didn't lose 68% of its users, though, so it turns out we may have moral feelings, but we're just lazy. And we like to share our lives and our dinner with people.
We do have an alternative.
We have many alternatives.
Quite in the way it works, yeah.
No, and you wouldn't want to do that anyway. And apparently, in some research done by Pew in 2021, 1 in 3 Americans have deleted the app or reduced usage significantly. That's really hard to say. Reduced usage significantly. So internally, morale was low. Externally, it was a bit of a mess. So Mark Zuckerberg did what many brands do when the reputation sours. He changed the name. So on October the 28th, 2021, at a Facebook Connect event, he announced that from now on we're going to be known as Meta, a company that helps build the metaverse, which realistically means absolutely freaking nothing, because there is no such thing as the metaverse. No. You might as well have said he was Doctor Strange.
We think he is, though, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit. So the goal was to reposition Facebook as part of a larger futuristic tech ecosystem. Sounds very exciting. That would become the parent company overseeing, obviously, Facebook, Instagram,
It sounds
WhatsApp.
like internal mutual masturbation going on there, really.
That's quite the visual. And obviously their Oculus VR arm and Facebook Messenger. So the vision was a shift from social networking to virtual worlds. He was basically implying that we were all going to live in this virtual universe where everything was seamless and beautiful. It's not exactly seamless or beautiful, but it's fine. So the promise was that Meta claimed it would lead the next digital revolution.
Right.
The metaverse, a seamless 3D world for work, play and life.
Right. These tech bros are amazing.
I know. It's really easy to write fluffy rubbish. So Zuckerberg said that over time, I hope we're seen as a metaverse company, not a social media company. Don't believe that was true. I don't believe. No. So obviously, you're talking things like massive change, evolution, innovation, but realistically, not a lot changed. And to the outside world, it seemed more like an escape act than a conscious
definitely.
rebranding.
Yeah. I like that, escape act.
Yeah. Run away, run away, run away. Don't know what that's from either. Oh, that's from Monty Python, The Quest for the Holy Grail. So the public saw the rebrand as evasion, not evolution. As one journalist put it, you don't get to rename yourself after the mess because it still smells the same. It's fair enough. And some critics accuse Facebook of trying to launder its reputation under a new name, the same way the tobacco company Philip Morris became Altria in 2001.
It's just distancing as well.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
The optics, apparently. Yeah, but everyone knows.
Exactly. In 2022, Meta lost $230 billion in market value in a single day, which is the largest one-day loss in US corporate history. Yeah. I mean, realistically, they have recovered somewhat. That was a knee-jerk rather than a long-term reaction to the situation. But a lot of that recovery has been due to cost cuts and AI investments, not the rebrand and people gaining confidence.
So cost cuts and automation.
Yeah, it looks like it's restabilised itself, so you can kind of from the outside go, see, it was fine. Everyone came back round. Don't worry about it. Keep quiet. But they were doing a lot of work internally to bring their efficiencies up and their costs down, which kind of closed the gap between those losses. So it's not, on paper it looks one way, but the reality is completely different. And there was just it was almost a bit of a blind disconnect between what he thought people wanted and what people actually wanted, which was transparency and trust, and somewhere they felt safe and their data felt safe.
And this isn't just the users, let's say the front end users, the users of the let's say the ability to post and read and comment.
Yeah.
But the advertisers.
Yeah.
You know, those users are basically getting the services free. They're the product. The advertisers are benefiting from accessing those numbers. But the advertiser user experience is awful.
Yes.
The service has been awful. At last interaction with it, it's just the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing.
Oh yeah, 100% hasn't changed.
Filled with all sorts of problems. You use it because you have to, because there is an audience there.
Yeah.
But my goodness, they have not invested anything by the looks of it. By the looks of it, in terms of the UX for advertising and
I think generally as a small business, it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, it depends what your audience is. If your audience is all 16-year-olds, you're probably going to find them on TikTok rather than Facebook.
Quite. It is about segmentation. But what I'm saying is the experience that we've always had, has just been, there's lip service going on, and that's been particularly painful and time-consuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And disappointing.
Uh-huh.
You know, they've got an infrastructure, a skeleton, if you like, that could support small businesses, especially worldwide, and make such an impact on the economy. But they seem to be working against us, essentially. Like, you know, Facebook ads, they can be really effective. You spend £10,000 a month. Great, thanks. That's really helpful for me, who does not have £10,000 a month.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting. In the YouGov survey in 2023, they found that 77% of people still call it Facebook, not Meta. I still call it Facebook. Call it Meta Business Suite. When I'm doing the stuff in the back end, the advertising stuff, that's Meta. Yeah. But it's still Facebook. I'm still opening Facebook. I'm still opening Instagram. It's not. I'm not opening the metaverse.
Yeah. I mean, what they want is Meta to become the umbrella term, but Facebook's still the umbrella term.
Yeah. It's like people calling vacuum cleaners Hoovers.
Exactly.
So, I mean, a definite lesson. Rebranding when under fire just makes it look defensive rather than an intentional rebrand. There was a bit of a vision gap. Metaverse doesn't mean anything. It's incredibly abstract. You can't shift public perception without rebuilding trust first. Public perception doesn't come from a name. It comes from trust.
Yeah.
And realistically, people didn't want Facebook 2.0. They wanted Facebook fixed the way it was. They were fine with it. They wanted to keep posting what their dinner was or the picture of their kids that they can remember in 10 years' time. You know, they just wanted it better and safer and more trustworthy. Yeah. So there's a lot of lessons there. And then again, I went down another rabbit hole, which happens to me all the time. When I find examples, I go down rabbit holes of other rebrands that didn't work. So there are some that do.
And you say lessons, but are they not learning anything from those lessons?
Well, Meta certainly hasn't. Burberry, that was a big rebrand because it was once known as the uniform of chavs. I used to have Burberry perfume when I was younger until I found out it was the uniform of chavs. And football hooligans. And they kind of lent into it. They amplified that. They didn't deny its heritage. They elevated it and brought in different designers that would kind of elevate that British heritage and use people like Emma Watson and Kate Moss and completely revive the brand. They did an amazing job doing it. Old Spice, freaking loved it when the Old Spice adverts came back out. That chap on the horse, the man your man could smell like campaign, freaking genius. Because Old Spice was old fashioned.
I've got a bottle of that somewhere.
Nice. They made their set up. You could smell like the man you could smell like. That doesn't make any sense. Their sales jumped by 107% in 1 month thanks to that campaign. It is amazing.
Wow.
Lego, they were nearly bankrupt in 2003, but then they focused on their core mission of creativity through play, and now it's a completely stabilised brand. It's massive. You know, the way they've expanded
bankrupt.
The way they've expanded into like flowers and plants that you can build out of Lego to appeal to a whole different. It's just amazing. But then you've got obviously the ones that went badly. We did an episode on this before. Gap went badly. They replaced their iconic brand with something a bit vanilla, and it just went Tropicana. I told you this one as well, when they changed their packaging and it didn't work and they had to get rid of it overnight. When Weight Watchers rebranded to WW. I know. It was supposed to be away from weight loss and more into wellness, you know, like a holistic, healthy living, diet and exercise, but it just confused people. WW doesn't mean anything. It's like half an internet title. When
you've got probably 3 or 4 generations who know it as that, that's a really difficult one. Yeah.
I don't remember this. Royal Mail tried to rebrand itself to Consignia in 2001.
Oh, God, yeah.
The 350-year-old British Postal Service rebranded to sound modern.
And continental.
And it was within a year it was scrapped. Cost $2 million for someone to come up with the name Consignia, which is essentially kind of a Latin term for parcel.
It's funny, isn't it?
It's not hard, is it?
Yeah, that was there and then it was gone. But I don't think anyone really understood it.
And there are so many others. Look at Snickers and Marathon. Opal Fruits and bloody Starburst. I still call them Opal Fruits as well.
Yeah.
And my Hermes that became Every, let's be honest, that's still the same shocking service with a different name. So you can't just... I was going to make some kind of weird joke about dressing a pig, but I can't remember what it is.
There's also the one about... or polishing a turd.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that.
No.
Because it's a bit gross, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, it just amazes me that people go, do you know what? No one will know. I'll just switch the name to something exciting. And it just amazes me that people keep doing it. Yeah,
but there's a oh God, what's the word for it? It's almost hubris.
I don't know if about hubris so much as a blindness.
Yeah, well,
they're kind of operating in this vacuum where.
Yeah, but it's almost like we're better than you. We know what we're doing, and actually they end up not.
Yeah, I suppose it depends why they do it.
It doesn't always result in plummeting sales.
No, it doesn't.
No, but it doesn't. It's not as if it's.
I'm hard pressed right now to think of a rebrand that was really successful. I mean, they're saying Burberry, but that's actually a repositioning, not a rebrand.
It is.
I'd be hard pressed to think of one where they changed the name of something and it didn't. No. I mean, Twitter to X. Does anyone call it X? I mean, some people do, but
gradually, that's.
I'm still hesitant about Snapchat because it was a frigging sexting app, and I know everyone uses it these days, but that makes me very paranoid about using it. Maybe I'm just old and I struggle to change more.
Yeah, that's what it is. You are old.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. You're significantly
older.
I
know I am, but I can take that on. It's fine.
Fine. But yeah, the pivot, I don't know, something when you've lived with something for a long time and then they just change it and you're like, why? Why did you do that? Either you're the same shite you were before, or, all right, you're evolving, but we're all still going to call it the thing we called it for the last 20 years.
Yeah. But this change management is what it is. Bring it into the old into leadership and business speak. You need to have a whole group of people there that are with you on that.
Yes.
To take them on a journey over to the other side.
And that's about communication, vision, and values. And if you don't have all of those things, no one's coming on the journey with you. And all right, it might be the entire population of the UK or the entire population of the world even.
Correct.
But you still have to do that work. And a lot of people, as I said a minute ago, do it in a vacuum. They just don't think about...
Well, they do it. Yeah, they do it, but they don't reinforce it enough. There's reinforcing and communication that's important.
Yeah.
That is constantly at work. And when do you drop the formerly known as?
Like Tafcap, the artist formerly known as Prince. I loved that.
I was thinking about that just the other day.
There a rapper that had like 15 different names. Oh, yeah. The guy just went through the court process. The man, P. Diddy, who was Puff and Puff Daddy and Puffy.
Right.
Diddy and P. He had a lot of names. There were some other ones as well. I'm not going to share them on the podcast because that would need an extra explicit warning. Yeah. But yes, you can't just put lipstick on a pig.
No.
That's what I've learned from this.
Proven.
And change management is important when you want to change your name.
Doesn't matter who, what you're doing, who you are.
Change when management. You get married and you want to change your name, you let a load of people know.
Absolutely right.
There's my parallel.
You need to carry them over with you. Not leave them behind.
Come with me. This is my new name. Yeah, so that's my story about rebranding. Thank you for chatting about it with me. It's all right.
Thanks for supporting us by downloading and listening to this episode.
And a massive thank you also to Dawney, Emily, Nat and Lewis and the BTD Studios for all your expertise in bringing our podcasting dream to reality.
We'd love it if you commented on this episode, as we'd really like to know what you think and what you might like us to cover in future episodes.
And we'll see you on the next one.